I'm already shredded. The 3D just has to catch up. Now, most of you, when you hear that term or when you hear that phrase, you're going to think that it's crazy. It doesn't make sense. And I get it because I used to think the exact same thing, right? And it's not about understanding it in the beginning. It's about just implementing it for the first time and seeing that it works and then keep on replicating that, right? So what I'm talking about is the law of assumption, right? So when I say I'm already shredded, the 3D just has to catch up, what I mean is that I know, I can feel it, I can see it, and I'm embodying that person that is already shredded, right? What does that person do? How does that person act? How does that person feel, right? And it's only a matter of time before the 3D is the world that we are living in, right? Catches up to your internal desired state. And I've seen this time and time again, but I'd encourage all of you to just try it. Try setting a goal, writing it in the present tense, visualizing it, feeling it every day, multiple times, writing it down, seeing it, saying it's already happened, right? Let's go. You got to have that energy, right? You embody that, you keep doing it consistently. As long as you're taking action every single day, right? It doesn't matter how you feel, even if you feel like shit, right? You're taking action every day, you're keeping a pure heart, you're working hard, then you can honestly achieve anything that you've set your mind to. And to give you a couple of examples of how I've seen this in my life, right? I remember one time, and this is already on my YouTube, right? I don't talk about my current results because I prefer to keep that private. However, back in, I think it was 2024, the first year I started ecom, right? I remember I was in Thailand and I was with a friend of mine, and at that time I was maybe doing 200K, 250K a month in revenue, right? Nothing crazy. And I said to him, I'm like, yeah, I've already done $1 million months multiple times. It felt great, and I even made a video on it. And then what happened was 2 months later, so this was in, I believe, September, and in November in 2024 was when I did my first $1 million month, right? So you believe it's already happened, and you talk as if it's already happened, you act as if it's already happened, and it's only a matter of time before that catches up. Now, this also ties into identity, right? If you believe that you can achieve anything, I don't care. Like for me, if someone told me, you can't be a professional tennis player, you can't be a professional rugby player, I say, if I really wanted to, if I put my mind to it and I just dedicated myself 100% to becoming that, I guarantee you, within 2 years, I would be a professional athlete in any sport. I don't care what it is, right? But obviously, I'm not interested in doing that, so I'm not going to do it. That's the point. But I'd encourage you all to write down your goal in the present tense, write it on a piece of paper, and write down on the back of it, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door will be opened unto you. And I want you to look at this card every single day for 30 days. And as long as you are taking action, you're keeping a pure heart, you're working hard, you will achieve whatever goal it is you wrote on that piece of paper, right? Unless you're just lazy, because at the end of the day, there's 3 different types of people that will never be successful. Number 1 is the stupid people. Now, very rarely are people too stupid because it's very easy to make money nowadays. We have access to the internet. You can buy courses. You can also get mentorships. So it's nowhere near as hard as what it would have been back even 20, 30 years ago, right? Everything has changed. But, so there's stupid people. They're just too stupid, unfortunately, right? Then there is majority of people is probably 80%, and they are the lazy people. Now, lazy people is something that, you can fix, but it requires you to rewire your subconscious brain and get rid of those beliefs that you got programmed with from a young age by, conforming to societal norms, whether it's watching the news or watching, social media, anything like that, right? So you have to deprogram yourself, but that's the second type of people who can't be rich. So the third type of people are arrogant, right? For example, if someone comes to you and asks for advice, like for example, someone comes to me and asks how to do e-commerce, and I tell them exactly the system that I use to do good numbers, right? And they say, it doesn't work, or my girlfriend takes all my time, I don't have time, I'm working a job. Well, then they're arrogant because they're not taking your advice from, you've proven it, and they don't want to listen to it. So therefore they are arrogant, right? It's like, for example, if I went to a piano lesson and the piano guy said, okay, I have to move my fingers a certain way. And then I said, no, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. He'd look at me and say, mate, you're a fucking idiot, right? It's never going to work. So that's my 2 cents for the day. I'm going to keep posting videos like this, just off the cuff. Not going to go too crazy on the edits for now. I'm just going to stay consistent. So give me some topics that you would like to see me talk about. And if you watch to the end, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.